Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Supernatural. So that's right, here I am once again with my Supernatural hoodie to talk about one of my favorite series. I had this video planned for a long time, but I just kept postponing it. I had other videos to film, and now that series is over, I decided now would be the perfect time to rank the seasons. So because this series has 15 seasons, I'm going to try my best to keep this video short. Not only I don't want it to be like super long, which I tend to do, but also it's getting darker outside, I'm running out of battery, so everything is telling me to keep this short. So without further ado, let's get into it. I made a video similar to this one, but with American Horror Story seasons. I leave it up here. It's a bit old and I don't have the most recent season, but yeah, just if you want an updated one, just let me know in the comments. I also am thinking about doing a Black Mirror rank / tier list. I'm also thinking about doing the same thing with Harry Potter and with Into the Dark. So if you like this type of videos, like ranking seasons and episodes, stuff like that, let me know in the comments if you want me to rank one specific series. But yeah, now let's talk about Supernatural. It has 15 seasons, and as per usual, I'm going to start with my least favorite one to my favorite out of all of them. Yeah, I like to be cliche like that, so yeah. Starting with my number 15, it's season 6. Season 6 is my least favorite season out of all of them, like no doubt. I really wasn't a big fan of that season. One, I hated Samuel, it was really annoying. I didn't like the whole plot with Heaven being the bad guys as well as Castiel being bad. That really didn't sit well with me. I also didn't really like Raphael. I also didn't like Soulless Sam. So there was a lot of things that annoyed me in that season. I did like the Finding Purgatory storyline. But yeah, also just a disclaimer, I haven't watched these seasons in a while, so if I forget something or if I get something wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just going with what I remember. So yeah, but just to finish my number 15, which is season 6, I did like episode 5 where Dean was a vampire. I'm going to give you like one episode that I like. Not from all of the seasons, but when there's one specific episode that I like. So yeah. Now my number 14, it's season 9. I really didn't like when Ezekiel possessed Sam in this one. I also wasn't a big fan of Abaddon as the main bad guy. I did like the human version of Castiel, that was like super cute. And I also liked that this was the season that they made the introduction of the Mark of Cain. I really like the Mark of Cain storyline, which is coming later on in my list. But yeah, I did like that they introduced the Mark of Cain here. But this season also has my least favorite character out of all, like the character it's just so annoying, which is Metatron. Like, it was so annoying and I really didn't like him. Yeah, so this season wasn't my favorite either, but I did like, again, episode 5 where Dean was a dog, or he could talk to dogs, something like that. So yeah, there's always one episode that I like, but overall I wasn't a big fan of that season. So my number 13 is season 12. Season 12 was where Mary was introduced, and it was the British Man of Letters season. I didn't really like either of things. Like British Man of Letters, they didn't work as villains. I think they didn't fit the series. And Mary, I just didn't really like her character. Like I was like excited when they got her back in the end of season 11, but once I got to know her character, I just didn't really like her, to the point that when Jack killed her in one of the most recent seasons, I just didn't feel bad. I just didn't really care. I felt bad for Sam and Dean, but yeah. My number 12 is season 1. Season 1, obviously it's the first season, but this season it's a bit different from all the others because this follows more of a case of the week type of thing where they fight a different monster in each episode, which was interesting. I didn't like John. There's always one character that I'm not a really big fan of, and in this season was John. But overall, it's a pretty good season. It's just that I feel like once they got a solid plot, like a really real story, the show got better. Number 11, it's season 4. Season 4 has a lot of things that I like, such as when Castiel was introduced, and we all love Castiel. I also like the Lilith plot. Like I think she's a good villain. She fits the whole show. I also really like to find out more about like what happened to Dean when he was in hell. So those things were pretty good, but there were things that I wasn't a big fan of, such as Alistair, again, another character that I didn't really like, and he was so annoying. And I wasn't a big fan of like the whole plot with Sam being addicted to demon blood or whatever. That was a big no for me. So it's a good season, but it still has a few things that I didn't like. Number 10, it's season 3. From here on to my number 1, all the seasons are pretty good. I just had to rank them, but all of these seasons are pretty solid, and so is season 3. Season 3, it's again about Lilith and about Dean going to hell. So again, those plots that I liked about season 4, they are better explored in season 3. On my number 9, I have season 2. Season 2, I wasn't a big fan of the OG characters such as Ellen and Joe and Ash. But I did like the plot with Azazel, again another villain that I liked. I mean, I didn't like him, but yeah, he was a good contrast to Sam and Dean. My number 8 is season 14, yes, one of the most recent ones. This one is about stopping alternate universe Michael, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I did like to see Jensen play a different role. He still looked like Dean, but obviously he had the Michael mannerisms, so it was interesting to see Jensen play a different character. And this is also the season where Jack gets a bigger role, and I really like Jack. He became one of my favorites the moment that he was introduced in season 13, I believe, and I like to see him have more impact on the story, and in this one it's when he loses his soul, so that was pretty big. On to my number 7, we have season 8. This is an interesting one because I feel like this had more of games type of thing, like with the trials and all of that. I really enjoyed that, and I also enjoyed Benny. This is a season that doesn't really have a character that I didn't like. I really liked Benny, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a controversial one. on my number 6 we have season 7. That's right, unlike most people, I really liked the Leviathans as villains. They were different and it was interesting. After season 6, that was like my least favorite out of all the seasons. Having this one was so much better, so maybe that's why I like this more than other people, but I like the Leviathans thing. So my 5th favorite season, it's season 11. This is the Amara season. I really liked her, and her not only as a character but also as a villain. I really liked, like, the stakes got so high in this season. And this one I have like 2 favorite episodes. Episode 8, which is the imaginary friends one, that was really fun, and episode 20, that it's the episode that they reveal that Chuck is God. So that was pretty big, and from here on things just get bigger and bigger. My number 4, it's season 13. Season 13, it's the one that Jack is introduced, as I said. So he is the major thing that makes me like this season. This is also when they introduce the other world, and because of that a lot of characters are back. I don't know how I feel about that, but it was nice mainly to have like Charlie back, which is one of my favorite characters. But yeah, I really like Jack, and that's why I love this season. My 3rd favorite season, it's the most recent one, season 15. This is when it all ends. It's really sad, but I feel like they really ended with a bang, like defeating God, God like being the main bad guy. That was huge. It was also a really unpredictable season. A lot of characters also came back. So I'm sorry guys for the different setup, lighting. I just have to finish this video with my phone because I ran out of battery. So I was on my 3rd one, which was season 15, and I was saying like that I liked this season for the most part. As I said, they really amped up things, but I wasn't a big fan of the end. If you've seen my reaction, you know how I feel. But I liked the second to last episode, but that very last one didn't really make sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my 2nd favorite, it's like one that I remember the best. I really remember this season, and it's season 10. This is the Mark of Cain season with Demon Dean, which is like iconic. And this is also the season that Rowena appears for the first time. I was really shocked to find out that she only appeared in season 10, because there's just 5 seasons after that, so it was shocking to find out, because I feel like she has been here for a long time. And major thing, like Dean kills Death in the end of this season, so that was pretty big. Again, I really liked episode 5. This is the 200 episode, which is a musical episode, and that one is just iconic. Now to my last one, my all-time favorite season. It's season 5. Season 5, in case you didn't know, was supposed to be the end of Supernatural. This is where they defeat Lucifer. There's the whole thing about Sam being Lucifer's vessel and Dean being Michael's vessel, and all the like similarities and all of that. There's also the 4 Horsemen, which was one of my favorite plots. I really liked that. This has like not only my favorite character ever, I think, but also my favorite episode ever, and I'm talking about the Trickster, aka the Archangel Gabriel. I really liked him. I really like Richard Spade Jr., and he then later on kept on directing supernatural episodes, which is also really nice. He always adds a different spin to those episodes, which really stand out among all the other episodes. And my favorite episode of this season and of all time, it's episode 8, which is the Changing Channels one. I love that episode, like I love. So yeah guys, this is already so dark, so I'm sorry for that. Thank you if you are still here, if you watched until the end. And yeah, if you did, let me know which is your favorite supernatural season or your top 3. Which one is your favorite character. You can tell me if you like Sam or Dean, but I would love to know if you have other favorite characters such as Castiel or Dean or the Trickster, aka Gabriel, or Rowena, Crowley. There's so many good characters in the show, and it's so sad that the show is over, but yeah, we have 15 seasons to watch and rewatch, so yeah. Anyway, this is my top, like ranked from worst to best. I would love to know your top, but you can tell me just your favorite season. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!